What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Ace of Base. And we're returning to Da Capo, this expanded folder of the album and related tunes. Once again, thank you to Mikey. And the next track is Wonderful Life, which inevitably makes me think of Beautiful Life, which, if you didn't know, I did a reaction to the music video for a little while ago on my Patreon. It is now publicly available, and I'm going to continue to do some Ace of Base video reactions, so look for those in the coming weeks. In any case, yes, it makes me think of that tune, and I wonder if this is a follow-up or a conceptual sequel. Of course, it could just be a similar title. It does also make me think of the movie It's a Wonderful Life, though I don't imagine there's any connection there. But yeah, of course, I'm wondering, is this a more genuine and straight-away sentiment? Is there some irony or nuance to it? Meaning something can be wonderful even if it's not perfect. It can be complicated, at times difficult, and a struggle, but that might be worth the effort, and whatever benefits or positive aspects it has might drown out or at least overwhelm the more troubling or problematic elements. So yes, I do wonder what type of wonderful life we're talking about, and whether this is a more personal narrative or a broader sentiment for anyone listening or even all of humanity. I will try to follow what I can. This is Ace of Base. The tune is Wonderful Life, and it's from the 2002 album Da Capo.
Sunshine.
that's a tune. I like that one a lot, and I have a lot of thoughts about the lyrics, though I don't have a definitive assessment. So I'll start with the sonics. I like the like syncopated rhythm, like kick snare, kick snare. It's not like a straightaway dance track, though it also doesn't feel like their kind of wheelhouse synth pop reggae sound. It has more of like a, I don't know, a dance pop feel where it's like it's definitely danceable, but it's not like full on dance floor, like techno trance styled. And I especially love that, like, I don't know, synth oboe is my best guess. It feels like an oboe, like a woodwind with a lot of melody and grace to it, but it had like an electronic quality. So, yeah, my best guess is that it's like a keyboard line, but one that sounds a bit like a woodwind, in an orchestra, and maybe specifically an oboe. But I love what that element was doing throughout the track. And there's also kind of this like triple rhythm, not quite true piano, but like basically piano sounding keyboard line, which was both melodic and rhythmic. And I did enjoy the way the chorus had a bit like fuller flourish to it. And yes, I enjoyed also the way the vocals, not only just the quality of the vocals throughout the track, but the way like near the end there was kind of like this echoic, it was almost like phased a little bit type of sound. So yeah, I enjoy the sonic composition of the tune a great deal, and the overall atmosphere. Lyrically, okay, so number one, I start thinking that it is nuanced. It is the idea that like sometimes things don't go your way, but the reality is if you're still alive, if you can still feel the sun in your hair, and indeed I think like the sun was used as a metaphor or like functioned on two levels, like both as like a visual like feeling, but then also as an indication of like when life is shining on you, or when you recognize that there are good aspects to being alive even if you are alone. And she said like not only was she alone, but she was alone again, and that implies maybe there was a connection before and it is no longer. And then it sounds like there was a line, something like, that people will like tear you down, and so I'm wondering if there was like a external negativity, but she was choosing to get past that, to ignore that, and to look toward the light and the sunshine. That made me wonder if there's some autobiographical elements here in terms of like, the fickle nature of the music press, or of audiences even, or, maybe the label and, their complicated history from what I understand. But it made me wonder if there's something autobiographical happening here, either for one specifically or maybe for the group as a whole. And then there's the bit about like wanting to be with a friend and needing a friend to help you feel happy or good. And that, again, that could be straight away the idea that you want someone to be there to support you, and you don't always have that, but you can't get overly negative, or you have to understand that there's ebbs and flows and coming togethers and separations in life. Or if that was kind of like about somebody else, that like she's fine on her own, but other people kind of have this attitude that like, well, I can only be happy if I'm with someone. So I didn't quite know how to read that, but either way, I do like the visual meets emotional symmetry of the sunlight and the the sun in your hair, which certainly gives you kind of this warm feeling. Makes me think of Carl Sagan. When you turn your face up to the warm sun, you can kind of like feel its power and its warmth. And I feel like the lyrics here like had me kind of in that mode, even though I'm here in my room. So yeah, I enjoy the vocals very much. I enjoy the lyrics insofar as I can follow them, and I'm looking forward to Mikey and others commenting. But yeah, a really cool tune, and one that it doesn't quite sound like vintage or classic Ace of Base. It doesn't quite sound like, four to the floor, dance floor Ace of Base, but it's in a really good place sonically, and that oboe, whatever that is, that was my favorite part. So yeah, a really cool tune. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.